Hey guys, so we are exactly 3 weeks into the carnivore diet. So here is the update so far. So we started at it was 82.1, and I weighed in just before, and I'm down to 78.1. So this week I feel that I there was no change. Like it just felt I don't know what it was. I think it's I don't know, I just felt there wasn't change, but I could like kind of see the change in my body just ever so slightly. So yeah, I was a bit surprised when I jumped on this morning, and yeah, we had dropped a bit more weight. So um, and that was going into the second week was when I just had a little bit of a I just felt like I was getting my menstrual cycle, so I still had that craving of having something sweet to eat. So I did have some brownie, it was paleo brownie, but it was still sugar, like to take away those cravings. But do you know what the funny thing is that it didn't even taste the same. Like it didn't taste as nice as what it used to taste like. I used to absolutely, don't get me wrong, te atarangi's baking is amazing, but I think doing this, like, your taste buds do change quite a bit. So yeah, it just wasn't as satisfying, I guess, as what I thought it would be. But I got that phase got that phase out of my system. So we are back on, we are tracking really well at the moment. One thing as well that I did have is I did have like a sugar-free pre-workout before training for the last couple of days, and I just found, like, I know it's not carnivore, but I just found that a little bit better to get me through my workouts. Whoopsie, camera's dropping. So yeah, and like I do still have coffee in the morning as well. So I know that's not carnivore, but eventually, like, I may just give it up. I mean, I didn't even think I was going to do carnivore ever in my life, because I love a good salad and I love my vegetables. But you know what? I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a go. It's something I never thought I was going to do. And again, I'm not promoting it and I'm not discouraging it. I am just experimenting with things myself. So a couple of things that I did, I have added in, because I did say about the pooping. Like, I felt like I was constipated. So I was doing a bit of research, and apparently it is completely normal to only poop 3 to 4 times a day, because your body is using all the nutrients that you're putting in. Now, this kind of goes against everything I've learned, that to have regular bowel movements like once to twice a day is telling you how healthy your immune and all your system is. So saying that pooping 3 to 4 times a week is normal, I still don't know. Like, I'm not sure. I can't give any advice on this at the moment, because it's just a trial and error myself. So however, I have started actually pooping regular, just back to just not as much as what I would be. So I would shit once to twice a day on when I'm just eating normally. But now it is actually once a day, but it's just not as much as what I would be like on a normal, just eating how I would usually eat. Now, what I have added in is, because I told you being in New Zealand, it is so expensive to buy salmon. I went to the supermarket the other day and it was like one scrawny, like little piece of salmon was like $13. I was just like, oh my God, like I can actually feed the kids a whole meal, for that much. So I was just like, okay. But then I found some smoked salmon. So, yeah, so I've been adding that, and oh my God, it is amazing. It is so good. So I am a single parent. So, to say that it's too expensive, to do this, like you figure things out, and there are things that will get sacrificed so the kids and myself can, eat healthier. Like I've been doing their baking as well again, and so when I do the groceries, as I've said in another video, I stack up on so much meat. It's not just for myself, it's for the kids too. And our groceries have worked out cheaper than what they usually would when I was buying them all their lunch snacks and shit like that. So I'd go into the supermarket thinking, fuck, it's going to cost a lot because I've got so much meat. And once you take away all that other shit out of your grocery trolley, like it works out even, like, or under. For me, it's been actually under. So if you're in the Manawatu, or there's one in Wellington as well, Davis Trading is where I get all my baking products from for the kids. So almond meal, all our nuts, like they have heaps of other stuff, like but they sell it in bulk and it just works out cheaper. Yes, it's going to cost a bit more initially, but along the way it does work out a lot cheaper, except for gluten-free flour. It's really expensive there, and I'm not sure why. So yeah, anyway, so I have been adding fish oils at night, so I'll take 2 to 3 at night time, and also, I just wanted to show you actually, this is the ghee I was telling you about. So ghee has just had all the lactose extracted from it, so it is 0 carb, and it is really good to cook with. So it has a higher burning temp than what butter does. So if you can find that, they sell that at Pack and Save if you're in New Zealand. Otherwise, you can go to the like the Asian stores, and that they sell it as well. I haven't been to an Asian store yet, and I will check them out just to see price comparison, because I still budget for my food and everything. So, but yeah, overall, like I do actually want to keep at this because I just don't think I've given it long enough. So we are 21 days. I said I was going to do it for 21 days and see how it goes. But everyone that I've talked to that's been on it or who's still on it, like they just said, wait, just keep doing it for, up until like maybe 6 months, and then see how you feel, because with anything, it doesn't happen overnight. I realize that, and I know it usually takes 21 days to see some changes. Yes, I've lost 3 kg, but it's like a lot of that would have been water weight and also just eliminating. So when you go through your process of change, the first thing you do is just take out all the shit, whether it's like distractions around you. This is not just nutrition. You have to be in a good environment to be able to focus on your goals and what you want to do. So yeah, is that elimination was the first process, and then yeah, for me was just like the prep is really easy with carnivore as well. Like I'm only eating like twice a day, so I don't have to have all these meals prepped up for me, because I work from home. I just cook or just reheat, and it just makes it so much easier. Like I just do a stack of meat patties, and I'll have some chicken there, or steak's easy enough to cook up as I go. But yeah, I have found this like an easier routine than what I would any other way of eating. So other than that, so I am gonna keep at it, and my goal is to keep it going for keep this going for 6 months and see how we go then. So so far we're just in week 3 and I do have a challenge coming up as well with F45, so I want to stick with it through that as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so that is our 3-week update, and like I'll keep on posting videos and just some tips if I find some tips. There was actually a recipe that I did do. I don't actually have a waffle maker, so I just did them as patties, and it was like egg. All you do is mix egg and cheese. So I used parmesan because that's one of the lowest carb parmesan. Oh, excuse me, and tasty. The low carb, pretty much no carb cheeses. So I don't like to eat too much cheese, but yeah, anyway, the recipe was just egg and cheese, and you're supposed to put it in a waffle maker, but I don't have a waffle maker, so I just did it as like a patty, and then had like a burger and then a fried egg, and that was my lunch, and it was so nice. And I added salmon into one as well. It was really good, but it was kind of like a cheesy omelette how I made it. But anyway, yes, we will keep you updated. And my sister has just messaged through because I was wondering where she is, because we talk every day. Anyway, we will catch up with you guys soon. Ciao.